On the line, I have Hayley Alwyn. Good afternoon, Hayley.
Hi, Anil.
And as promised, Hayley is going to talk to us about National Home Security Month, celebrated in June. It aims to create awareness around the importance of good home security and how we can ensure our homes and families remain safe. Hayley is the spokesperson for National Home Security Month. As we said earlier, Hayley, it's National Home Security Month, but what does it really mean?
So I think June, crime is an issue all the way through the year, but I think it's good to have a particular month where it's something that we focus on.
Yeah.
National Home Security Month is really a team of experts in the security and safety industries. And we provide objective advice and guidance to homeowners in helping them to improve safety and security in the home.
Why? How does it help the homeowners to have a National Home Security Month?
So I think, with crime being in the situation that it is, what we noticed is firstly the focus in South Africa is often on the crime itself, and it's not actually on the solution, but also that there's not really anywhere to go to find impartial information on various topics on both safety and security. The National Home Security Month provides a central place to get that information and find those solutions. We often get questions from homeowners through either the web or social media on how to approach situations like, what do you do if you think you're having a break-in? How do you approach it? And how to identify specific gaps in security. So we also hold community safety days, and we work closely with residents associations and community policing forums and talk to people in the area about all of the different options available to them.
Hayley, just to throw us off the topic a little bit, not of the topic, but of the questions. If I am lying in bed, say for instance at 3 o'clock in the morning, and I hear someone breaking in, can you just give us a basic outline of what I should do first?
Absolutely. If you have an armed response or security provider, I'd recommend being that the first step, or to call the SAPS to make sure that you've got help on the way. But I think what you typically find is people want to find out what's happening, so they open the door and they go outside to have a look, and that's absolutely the wrong thing to do. You really need to stay safe inside the home and let the experts come out and check what's happening and keep you safe, and that would be either the police or your security company.
And if you don't have an armed response or maybe you live on a farm outside somewhere or a little bit remote, where does the line come in to defend myself?
I think one of the things that can be done and is being done in a lot of those kind of areas is community groups.
Yeah.
So have a community policing forum. Make sure that you know your neighbours and you have their phone numbers on hand. Have a chat to them up front and make sure that if either of you have a problem and there's no security or police nearby, that you're on hand to help each other.
What are some of the biggest risk factors people face with home security?
I think one thing that I'd really like to get across is because crime is scary and security is really not a fun topic, it's easy to ignore it and hope that it'll go away. We often see major security and safety purchases happening after a break-in or an accident in the home has happened. And what that means is people are making pretty big-ticket decisions when they're scared, they're traumatized, they're emotional. And that really leaves them open to getting bad advice or spending a lot more than they would have otherwise. So we'd recommend that people do an audit of their security, really check out where all of those weaknesses are and then make a plan to steadily fix those up.
Does security have to be an expensive investment, or how does South Africa compare to other countries on security and safety in the home?
So I think it's a common misperception, really, that security has to be expensive. It's really a matter of layers, and a lot of those layers are simple common sense. Make sure that no one's hanging about your entrance as you walk up to the home or drive up into your driveway. And the next layer is simple DIY fixes. Make sure you don't have a gap between the door and the door frame, because that's a common access point for burglars with gualas or crowbars. And things like alarm systems, they range quite tremendously in price. And you can invest in beams and passives and exterior protection over a period of time. So if you go to our website, you'll see a lot of information on both free and inexpensive solutions, as well as then the next step up to things like CCTV and electric fences, and of course the new gadgets like smart home security.
Like you mentioned earlier, Hayley, as well, your community is the most important thing to be aware of. Who stays around you, who can help you in a situation like that. Community safety companies as well. Be aware of who's around you and who you can contact in an emergency. I'm talking to Hayley Alwyn. She's the spokesperson for National Home Security Month. Hayley, can you just tell us a little bit about where people can reach you? I have the email address. It's za.info@nhsm.co.za. That's correct, hey?
Absolutely right.
Okay, wonderful.
Thank
you.
The other way is just go onto our website, which is www.nhsm.co.za, and you can reach us through social media on that as well.
Thank you very much for your time, Hayley.
Thanks so much.
Talk again. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.